Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick.
My name is Chris, and Nick, what do we got in store today?
Today, Chris, we're taking another cheeky look at XRP, and this time talking about why XRP and RippleNet are perfectly suited for the CBDCs. And this isn't just US or European, this is worldwide. So one to watch out for. So guys, if you find this useful and informative, go ahead and smash that like button for Chris. He really does appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. By doing so, you'll be kept up to date with all of the videos and live streams that we do here on the Cheeky Crypto channel. And with that said, Chris, should we jump on over to the markets, recap very briefly the last 24 hours, jump into the XRP chart, and then take a look at XRP RippleNet being perfectly suited for CBDCs.
Yeah, and then we can round it up by what we think about it all. Sounds great.
Perfect. Let's do it. Right, so here we are on coin market cap. The market cap is currently at $567 billion, and I'll just give that a quick refresh, make sure that's up to date. $569 billion. We have basically 63 cents in XRP as it stands, 3.3% down for the day, 7.11 for the previous 7 days. We have a market cap of $28.6 billion. Trading volume is basically 17.4 billion. And obviously that circulating supply hasn't really changed. So let's jump into the chart here. This is the chart that I've been drawing on and dabbling on for quite some time. Here we can see all these various different points that I've been talking about over the previous weeks and where we are currently, right? So I have a fib retracement on. Let me just move this little bad boy out of the way for a second. So here we can see that we were rallying up. So I've got the low point here and the high up there. We're currently firmly in between the 38 and the 38 and the 23.6% retraced level. We're firmly here, probably rocking the 25% retracement level between the high point and where we are currently. Now, this was a bit unexpected. This is just what I could only assume to be an AI dump on the market, Chris, as all of the markets seem to crash all at the same time, and that's why I don't trade. So very unexpected. Didn't see this one coming. I thought because we closed up here yesterday, that I thought would be in for a good chance to actually continue an upward trajectory. But no, the markets decided that they would dump it all. And anyway, that's where we are now. So I imagine we're going to get a correction tomorrow. We'll come up here, probably close again above this line. And then in day 2, we'll come up into this range, hopefully. And then from here, Chris, I think we'll just keep going in an upward direction for a little bit longer. And as we keep saying, Chris, because of everything that is going on with Spark and Flare, we kind of have this thought that we are going to kind of see an all-time high, right, of that kind of scale, right? So what I've put on here is what does that look like if we have a target of an all-time high, right, which is all the way up here, in the coming weeks for XRP. What does that actually look like in terms of gains, right? So from the current position to where we are now, we are talking about a 512% gain, Chris, for XRP. I think it would be super quick. And like the dump earlier today, where it was over within an hour, I think we're going to see something similar, but in the upward direction. So I think we're going to shoot up and then shoot back down. And it could be as quick as an hour. It could be something that could last, a whole 24 hours. There is definitely a lot of confusion out there in terms of when the snapshot is happening. It's happening on the 12th, but do people know or appreciate what time on the 12th? I think there's a lot of confusion around that. So brace yourself, because it could be prolonged, or it could just be really quick. And there are people also not really that fussed about the spark and therefore would liquidate earlier than expected. So do watch out for what happens on the 12th of December here. But we potentially see something like absolutely massive happening as we basically get such a large volume here coming through. We could see that 500% gains happen. I don't think it's going to go as high as that. I think Chris is quite optimistic. I think I know, right? You're an optimistic fellow.
I am.
I reckon we might be more down here in the 300% gain level, but I could be wrong. Chris could be right. We could even smash it even higher. Who really knows? One thing is for certain, I am watching it like a hawk, very, very carefully. So that's what's going on really in terms of these charts. I was a bit taken back by the action of today, where things were looking quite rosy for a period, and then all of a sudden, the market kind of corrected itself. I'll say corrected itself. It felt like AI was just dropping an absolute load on us, which was really annoying and frustrating. But we have just actually come up a little bit today now, but we can see how low this thing got. If we can close above this red line, I'll be impressed today. I can't see it, but if we can, I'll be a happy chap, because it means that we can basically save a day and move a little bit further forward. But yeah, so that's the chart. Wanted just to kind of bring you guys up to speed with what we're kind of seeing here in terms of XRP and the potential gains that we could have moving forward. So Chris, let's dive into this article here then. So XRP and RippleNet perfectly suited for all CBDCs, right, worldwide. So there's an analyst here, I guess this is an analyst, Ashish, is convinced that local CBDCs can move easily and quickly on RippleNet, and I totally agree with that. XRP can serve as a bridge currency to process cross-border payments in real time at low cost. That's what they've been working on for the last few years, so yeah. Point out the obvious a little bit, but there we go. To race the launch, a central bank-based digital currency, CBDC, is in full swing. Triggered by the announcement of the launch of the Facebook Libra, and I really do think they were a catalyst for this. I think it was always working in the background. We've seen a lot of roadmaps that date back a long time ago, way before Facebook came out talking about Libra, but they were definitely a catalyst to make sure that banks got there before Facebook to a degree, right? And yeah, the race is really truly on. So obviously Facebook's coin, Libra coin, got scaled back massively from regulatory point of views. They were unable to do everything they wanted to do, and basically it's just a stable coin. So serves very little focus in my mind. But let's move on, right? So more and more countries around the world are investigating a CBDC, while Facebook project has stalled. Not really stalled, it's just slightly slimmed down. Thus, according to a new report, Facebook Libra will launch as a USD-backed stablecoin in January 2021 without another basket of currencies, which is really frustrating and annoying because obviously that's not what they're trying to achieve, but at least they have something digital, I guess, but I really don't understand the purpose of it at the moment. So the current global leader in China, which according to experts is at least 3 years ahead of the world, as the digital yuan is already being tested in numerous restaurants such as Starbucks and other well-known partners. As Crypto Newsflash reported, the view of governments worldwide towards so-called CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, has fundamentally changed as the need for networking as a result of the global economy is taking place in a financial system, or in the financial system. And this is something that we've been talking about for a while, and we've seen the roadmaps for Bank of England, Deutsche Bank, loads, and they've been trying to work on CBDCs since I think 2017 was the earliest one I remember, and that was when RippleNet partnered with the Bank of England, and they've also joined Stellar and Accenture and all sorts, right? So they've been working on this stuff a lot longer than maybe some of the mainstream media tried to report to you. So one to bear that in mind from the perspective of look at the actual documents released by these central banks rather than just articles written by, well, someone I don't know. So let's see what else is going on here. So this creates my many financial venues that need to move large amounts of fresh capital quickly and cheaply. However, there is still a lack of appropriate infrastructure to move digital assets such as stablecoins, which are being issued as CBDCs across national borders quickly and cheaply. So managing general manager of RippleNet said in a new podcast from Lend Academy that local CBDCs could be sent perfectly over the RippleNet. And here's the quote, right? So I think RippleNet can actually take these local CBDCs and bridge them to make money move more efficiently. Several reports also emphasize that Ripple's payment technology are perfectly suited to send CBDCs quickly and cheaply using XRP as a bridge currency. Okay, so that's something that's obviously we get spoken about a lot. From one end of the world to another at low cost, the group of 30, a leading independent panel of prominent financial industry figures, recently stated that Ripple has great potential and could redefine the current financial landscape. And then here's the quote, right? So it is possible that such a stablecoin could be valuable for cross-border payments, serving a function of similar to that offered by private sector by Ripple, a real-time gross settlement system, currency exchange and remittance network whose digital currency XRP leapfrogs slow and expensive corresponding banking. And this is something that obviously gets spoken about a lot. We hear it on our streams on a regular basis. And, XRP is very well positioned to do this. And a lot of these central banks as well have been reaching out to Ripple specifically for advice how to, utilize the XRP ledger. So joining the dots together, it's looking pretty rosy so far. So the Bank of France also stated in a report that both XRP and Ethereum would be capable of driving the digital euro. Ethereum, make me laugh. Ethereum.
No gas fees, Nick. No gas fees.
There's no gas fees in that. That'll be cheap. That will be cheap as anything to run that. I can't see Ethereum winning that battle. Although the European Central Bank has been conducting research into the digital euro for some time and has already set up a task force for this purpose, the progress made by this body has so far been unsatisfactory. In particular, the leading bank association in Germany has been calling for the development of a digital euro since the beginning of the year, so that in the long term we don't lose touch with the financial system of tomorrow and thus become too dependent on China and America. One to just watch out for. I know that European Union are planning to come out with their framework in the coming years as well for a lot of this digital currency related stuff. So strong demand for Ripple line of credit. So according to 𝗕𝗪, the need for companies now to go far beyond remittance services, especially among fintech companies. There is a great demand for a platform that can provide loans quickly and easily without major detours. That is why the demands for Ripple's new product line of credit has almost exploded within the first few weeks or the last few weeks, as 𝗕𝗪 revealed. So here's the quote, right? So I don't think you have the right kind of financial infrastructure to support those kinds of companies. So that's something that I'm really looking forward to in terms of innovating and building for in the coming years. So line of credit targets fintechs and SMEs to raise capital on demand to enable large-scale cross-border payments to be made using XRP digital asset. The product is still in beta phase, but the demand for it is already high. So things are looking incredibly positive, Chris, for XRP and for Ripple, with everything that they're trying to do with liquidity for XRP, the line of credit in order to make it easier for institutions, fintechs, as I was saying there, and I guess banks and SMEs to access XRP as a form of a loan, cutting out quite a few of the headaches in between is absolutely fantastic. And we can't obviously forget SBI and everything that those guys are doing as well. Big fans of XRP, big investors in Ripple, etc. And ultimately, SBI, what they're trying to do is solve the volatility issue using FX coin. And they're running tests there, as you were speaking about as well in previous videos, Chris. It's at 6.6 trillion that they're going to be trying to do through there. And there, so if you've got Ripple working on liquidity and you've got SBI and FX Coin working on your volatility aspects, that just means that we need to slap these governments around a bit and get them sorted on their regulatory issues. And you know, everything's coming up pretty rosy for XRP. What's your thoughts on it all, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, a great team doing what I would consider an awful lot for the crypto market in regards of pushing for the regulations. I mean, Bitcoin has already got the clarity that is required for investors to start sort of investing in Bitcoin, like in mass, like institutional level. And we haven't seen that for XRP, and that has really sort of held it back. Otherwise, I kind of feel like we would probably already be at $1 for XRP had we had that clarity. So for me, yeah, the future's definitely bright. SBI are a giant of a corporation that are behind XRP, and it's almost like they're willing to move mountains to make this actually move forward. And yeah, I only see one winner in this section, or sector, should I say, and that is XRP and Ripple.
Fantastic. So guys, hopefully this was useful and informative. If it was, go ahead and smash that like button for Chris. He really does appreciate it. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. By doing so, you'll be kept up to date with all of the videos and live streams that we do here on the Cheeky Crypto channel. And with that said, we hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Yeah, take care.